If you're 60 years of age or older and living in Canada, pay attention right now because there is actual money sitting unclaimed inside government programs at this very moment. Real, tangible money that you may be entitled to, and the system is essentially banking on you never bothering to ask for it. I'm not referring to small, insignificant amounts. I'm talking about monthly payments and supplemental benefits that certain seniors are missing out on by hundreds of dollars each and every month. And here is the part that should genuinely make you pause. Service Canada will not telephone you. The CRA will not drop you a letter informing you that you've missed something. These programs demand that you apply for them. They demand that you first know they even exist. And the overwhelming majority of people who are fully eligible never discover this until it's far too late to recover everything they've lost. If you are 60 or older, or if you happen to know someone who is, stay right here with me until the very end. What I'm about to take you through could genuinely return real money to your pocket beginning this year. There are 5 programs in total, and number 5 is the one that almost no one is applying for at this moment. In 2026, Canadian seniors are walking away from anywhere between $200 and well over $1,000 on the table every single month. Not because the funding isn't there, not because they failed to meet the requirements, but simply because no one ever told them to go and ask for it. Every program I'm going to break down for you today represents a real, legitimate federal or provincial benefit. They are fully funded. They exist specifically and intentionally for people within your age group. And the eligibility criteria mean that a considerable portion of people watching this right now are either sitting on unclaimed benefits, receiving less than they should be, or both. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, here is exactly why that matters to you. Rules shift, income thresholds change, and deadlines come and go without warning. Subscribers find out in time to actually do something about it. Hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell, because the next time I publish something like this, you will want to know about it on the very same day. Here is precisely what you may be owed and what you need to do in order to claim it. The Canadian government runs dozens of benefit programs designed specifically for seniors, but the way these programs are structured places the responsibility squarely on your shoulders. The government's role is to make the funding available. Your role is to go and collect it. That is the reality of the system. The majority of these benefits do not automatically activate when you reach a certain birthday. They are not triggered when your income suddenly decreases. They are not flagged when your spouse passes away and your entire household financial situation changes overnight. You must be the one to initiate the process. You must be the one to complete and file the application. And in certain situations, you must know which specific question to ask, because the representative answering the phone at Service Canada is under no obligation to walk you through every program you might be entitled to. Most people operate under the assumption that if they were eligible for something, somebody would have already notified them by now. That is simply not the way this works. The Guaranteed Income Supplement alone is estimated to have tens of thousands of eligible Canadians who have never once submitted an application. That gap costs real seniors real money every single month, permanently, unless they choose to take action. Each of the programs I'm covering today applies to a particular group of people. I want you to know clearly and precisely which ones apply to your specific situation. Payment 1, the Guaranteed Income Supplement for low-income seniors who are 65 and older. If your annual income falls below approximately $22,512 as a single individual, or below a combined $29,760 as a couple where your partner receives the full OAS payment, you may be eligible for the GIS. As of early 2026, the maximum monthly GIS payment for a single senior exceeds $1,000. That works out to $1,543 on top of your old age security. The GIS is not always issued automatically. Even if you are already collecting OAS, in many instances, the GIS requires a completely separate application. The payment amount is calculated based on your income from the prior tax year. So if your income has dropped recently, perhaps following the death of a spouse or after leaving the workforce, your current payments may not accurately reflect your actual financial circumstances. You could be entitled to considerably more than what you are currently receiving. Action step: visit canada.ca and search for Guaranteed Income Supplement. Apply directly through your My Service Canada account online or reach Service Canada by phone at 1-800-277-9914. Do not delay. GIS back payments are capped at just 11 months. Every month you wait is a month that cannot be recovered. Payment 2, the allowance and the allowance for the survivor for low-income Canadians between the ages of 60 and 64. This is the one that virtually nobody is aware of. If you fall between the ages of 60 and 64, you are not yet old enough to receive your own OAS. But there are 2 specific payments designed to fill exactly that gap. The allowance targets people aged 60 to 64 whose spouse or common law partner receives the GIS. The maximum amount reaches $1,472 per month in 2026, provided your combined household income falls below roughly $41,616. The allowance for the survivor is intended for individuals aged 60 to 64 whose spouse or partner has passed away and who have not entered into a new relationship. The maximum reaches $1,682.15 per month when your personal income stays below approximately $33.36. Both payments are completely tax-free and both demand that you submit an application. If you lost a partner in your early 60s and are managing on very little, this could realistically be the single most valuable payment on this entire list. Action step: search either Allowance for the Survivor or OAS Allowance on Canada.ca or dial 1-800-277-9914 and ask a representative which one you are eligible to receive. Payment 3, the Old Age Security Deferral Bonus for individuals who have turned 65 but have not yet begun collecting OAS. You are under absolutely no obligation to begin taking OAS the moment you turn 65. For every single month you delay past your 65th birthday, your OAS payment climbs by 0.6%. That translates to a 7.2% increase for every full year you wait. Defer all the way through to age 70, and your OAS becomes permanently 36% higher for the remainder of your lifetime. On a maximum OAS payment of approximately $742 per month, a 36% increase works out to an additional $267 arriving every single month. Across a 20-year retirement period, that amounts to more than $64,000 in additional income. Deferring is absolutely not the right choice for everyone. If you need those funds today, then take them today. But if you are 65, still employed, and you haven't carefully thought this through, take the time to work through the numbers before making a decision that is permanent. Once you begin collecting OAS, the rate you start at is locked in for the entirety of your life. Action step: log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca to review your OAS start date and explore what deferral would look like for your situation. If you need assistance with this, call 1-800-277-9914. Payment 4, the CPP Post-Retirement Benefit, for anyone between 60 and 70 who continues working while already collecting CPP. If you fall between the ages of 60 and 70, are receiving CPP payments, and are still employed, you are still making contributions to the Canada Pension Plan. Those ongoing contributions generate something referred to as the Post-Retirement Benefit, or PRB. Each year of continued contributions adds a modest but permanent increase to your pension, beginning with payment the following year. This additional income builds on its own, but a great many people are entirely unaware that it is accumulating or have no idea how to confirm it. If you are under 65, your contributions are mandatory. Between the ages of 65 and 70, you have the choice to continue contributing or to formally opt out. Action step. Log into your My Service Canada account at canada.ca and pull up your CPP Statement of Contributions to review your PRB accumulation. Payment 5, Provincial Senior Supplements, which differ by province, but can add hundreds of additional dollars every single month. The majority of provinces operate their own senior income supplement programs layered on top of federal benefits, and these are dramatically underutilized across the country. In British Columbia, the seniors supplement can contribute up to approximately $99 per month for individuals who already receive the GIS, with the precise amount varying based on income. In Alberta, the Alberta Seniors Benefit delivers up to roughly $316 per month for qualifying single low-income seniors. Ontario's Gains program adds up to $90 each month for a single senior and up to $180 per month for eligible couples. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, and several other provinces all operate comparable programs. These benefits receive almost no widespread promotion, and you don't need to be facing a financial emergency to meet the qualifications. You simply need to know they exist and take the step of applying for them. Action step. Search your specific province's name together with Seniors Income Supplement 2026 on your official provincial government website, or dial 211, which serves as the social services helpline across most provinces, and ask specifically which senior supplement programs are available where you live. The most significant mistake I see people make, and it is one that cannot be undone, is claiming CPP or OAS too early, without fully grasping the permanent consequences of that choice. The instant you begin receiving those payments, the rate is fixed forever. Service Canada will not remind you of this fact. They process your application and move on. Claiming CPP at age 60 rather than waiting until 65 means accepting a permanent 36% reduction in your benefit. On a base C PP payment of $900 per month, that equals $324, less arriving in your account every single month. Over the course of 20 years, that represents more than $77,000 lost permanently, all because no one walked through the numbers before the application was submitted. The second major issue involves GIS retroactivity. Back payments for the GIS are capped at 11 months. If you have been eligible for the past 3 years and never once applied, you are only able to recover 11 months' worth of what you were genuinely owed. Every dollar beyond that is permanently gone. The third significant problem involves provincial supplements that carry annual renewal requirements. In certain provinces, your supplement will not automatically renew if your tax return is filed late or a required form is not submitted on time. The payment simply ceases, and you may remain completely unaware until you happen to check your bank balance. If your provincial supplement has changed in amount or disappeared entirely without any explanation, call 211 this week and ask why. The system will not pursue you. It will not send you a warning. It processes whatever you submit and pays out whatever you applied for. Step 1. Set up or log into your My Service Canada account. Head to canada.ca and search My Service Canada account. This is the central place where you can view your CPP Statement of Contributions, your OAS status, the status of any GIS application you've submitted, and your complete payment history. If you don't yet have an account, you can create one online using your GC key or your bank sign-in credentials, or you can visit a Service Canada Centre in person bringing your social insurance number and a piece of government-issued identification. Step 2. Apply for GIS, or if you fall between 60 and 64, apply for the allowance or the allowance for the survivor. If you haven't done so already, submit your application through your My Service Canada account or phone 1-800-277-9914, and they will send you the correct form by mail. Have your previous year's tax return available when you do this, because eligibility is determined based on your reported income. If your income has declined substantially since last year due to retirement or the loss of a spouse, make sure you mention that specifically when you call. There is a provision that allows the use of your current year's estimated income under certain qualifying circumstances. Step 3. Review your CPP claim date before you ever submit an application. If you are approaching age 60 and are considering claiming CPP early, log into your My Service Canada account first and examine the actual figures. Ask a Service Canada representative to explain the difference in total lifetime benefit between claiming at age 60, at 65, and at 70. This is a one-time, permanent, and irreversible decision. Do not make it without first seeing and understanding the math. Step 4, contact your provincial government about senior supplement programs available in your area. Call 211, share your age and your province, and ask to be informed about every senior income supplement program you may be eligible to receive. Write down each program name and note what documents you will need to gather. Step 5, file your income taxes without exception every single year. This step is completely non-negotiable. The GIS, the allowance, provincial supplements, and the GST/HST credit are all directly tied to your annual tax filing. If you fail to file, these payments either stop arriving or never begin. If hiring a tax preparer isn't financially realistic for you, search Community Volunteer Income Tax Program at canada.ca. Free tax preparation assistance is offered to eligible seniors every single year at no cost. Not one of these steps is complicated. All of them are entirely free to complete, and every single one has the potential to change what appears in your bank account beginning as early as next month. Here is a complete summary of everything this video has covered. First, the Guaranteed Income Supplement for those 65 and older with individual income below approximately $22,512, offering up to $1,543 per month on top of OAS. Apply through canada.ca or call 1-8002-779-914. Remember, back payments are capped at 11 months. Second, the allowance and the allowance for the survivor for low-income individuals aged 60 to 64, offering up to $1,472 per month for those whose spouse receives GIS, or up to $1,682.15 per month for those who have been widowed. Almost no one applies for these, yet they may represent the most valuable payments on this entire list. Third, the OAS deferral bonus for those who are 65 and have not yet started collecting OAS. Each year of deferral adds 7.2% permanently to your payment. Waiting until 70 can result in more than $64,000 in additional income across retirement. Fourth, the CPP post-retirement benefit for those between 60 and 70 who are collecting CPP while still working. You are generating additional pension credits at this very moment. Confirm the details through your My Service Canada account. Fifth, provincial senior supplements that vary depending on where you live, but can mean extra money arriving every month entirely separate from your federal benefits. Call 211 and ask what is available in your province. The single thread connecting every one of these programs is this: not one of them will come looking for you. The only thing standing between you and these payments is the knowledge that they exist and the willingness to take a single step forward. A brief but important note: everything shared here is general information intended to point you in the right direction. It does not constitute personal financial advice. The dollar figures cited reflect amounts current as of early 2026. OAS, GIS, and allowance payment amounts are reviewed every quarter, and provincial amounts are also subject to change. Always confirm your personal eligibility and your specific numbers directly with Service Canada or with your provincial government before taking any action. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a moment to do that right now. I cover these programs, regulatory changes, and important deadlines on a regular basis, and you want to be informed before any window of opportunity closes. If you know someone who is 60 or older, whether it's a parent, a neighbor, or a close friend, please share this video with them directly. They may have absolutely no idea any of this exists, and the financial cost of remaining uninformed is very real. I'll see you in the next one.